UFC Fight Night, Ian Machado, Garry taking on Carlos Prates. This is the weigh-in recap. We're going to take a look at all these fighters on the scales, see how they rehydrated, check them out at the ceremonial weigh-ins, see if I'm going to pick flip, and then we're going to wrap the video up with the parlays. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe, and let's get into the video. Starting the card off, we got Chelsea Chandler taking on Jocelyn Edwards. I'm still picking Jocelyn Edwards in this one. Both of them made weight, surprisingly. They both, Chelsea came in under 134. You can see here Jocelyn 136. Kudos to both of these ladies. They've been struggling to make the weight, but they finally got it locked in. Probably, new diet or something. But let's check them out on the scales. I am on a new site. I'm on Getty Images, so bear with me. You guys are gonna get like a sneak peek of everybody, on the scales or whatever. But MMA, I don't think MMA Junkie was at this event, so it's kind of weird. But here is Jocelyn Edwards on the scales, made weight, no issues, 136, looking pretty, ripped. I'm trying not to hover over it because you can see they want me to purchase. I'm not purchasing, but salute to Getty Images. Jocelyn Edwards, no issues. And then here is Chelsea, if we could find her. Here she is. She looks good too. No knock to her. May weight, no issues. And then let's move to the ceremonials. There's Jocelyn. Looking all right. And Chelsea. They got into a little squabble, actually. You can see Dana here breaking it up. But I'm still picking Jocelyn. I think your striking is going to be too much for the simple 1-2s of Chelsea Chandler. And I don't feel as though her wrestling is going to be a serious threat to Jocelyn. So Jocelyn Edwards by points. Next up, what we got? Timmy CUAMBA taking on Roberto Romero. Pick is still Roberto. Both fellas made weight, 145, 146, no issues. Roberto looked a bit more, I would say, muscular. He looked a little beefier on the scales. I'll let you guys check it out. Pause if you play that as well. Here's Roberto. He's got the little chin hair growing out too. But when we get to the ceremonies, you'll see what I'm talking about. But may weight, no issues, looking pretty cut up. Let's find, what's my man? What's his name? Timmy CUAMBA. Here he is. Dude's got a boulder of a head, but he's pretty cut up too. No issues on the scale again. Let's go to the ceremonials. See Roberto here. He looks pretty good. I mean, he looks jacked. Again, he fought David Onama at 155 last time. He looks like he could be a 55er here, but let's go to the second page or the first page to get Timmy Turner. Where is he? Good old Timmy, the boulder head locked in. It's got a bit of a size advantage. You can see the face off here, or height advantage, I'll say. I'm not concerned with it. Roberto's got power in both of his hands. I feel as though he can definitely get Timmy out of there. I'm leaning Roberto possibly by knockout. I feel as though, Timmy, he gets hit a lot. So guys that get hit a lot, and he got dropped a few times, I don't think he's going to be able to get up from Roberto Romero's shot. So Roberto Romero possibly knockout, but got him, straight up is easier to take. Minus 120, no issues there. Next up, we got the ladies. Jacqueline AMORIM taking on VIANA. Both ladies made weight, 116, 115, no issues. Let's check them out on the scales if I could get it pulled up. Let's go to, here's Jacqueline. Give me the pesos. I don't know what that sign means, but that's what it meant to me. Looking pretty good, locked in. I wish this Icon Mills thing wasn't directly in the way, but she's pretty short, so that's why that is. And where is VIANA? VIANA is right here. Everybody's favorite fighter, apparently. Poeton's favorite fighter too. Yeah, she looked good though. She looks good. Let's go to the ceremonials. Where are these ladies at? Give me the pesos, mama. Got VIANA here, throwing up the uno and the heart. You see it right here. And here's the face off. He was up in each other's grill. I'm still rocking with Jacqueline. I feel as though she's gonna find a submission, and I'm pretty confident in that one as well. Pollyanna, she's got the Muay Thai base, but like I said, she leans back, leaves her hips forward. It's a recipe for disaster for someone who wants to get the fight to the mat, which is what Jacqueline Amorim is looking to do and find a submission. So Jacqueline Amorim submission minus 900 is nasty. Next up, my boy Malcolm the Machine Wellmaker taking on Cameron Simon. Malcolm Wellmaker by TKO. I'm telling you, it's gonna happen. Uh, we were in class the other day, and they were saying that whenever Malcolm predicts what he's gonna do, he ends up doing it. He's like Mr. Mystic Mac. So I'm like, he said he's gonna do it. I believe he's gonna do it. I already predicted he was gonna do it when they scheduled his fight. But Malcolm Wellmaker by TKO. I'm telling you. And let's get to the scales. Both fellas made weight too, no issues. Here is Walla the Machine right here, locked in. Made weight, no issues, looking pretty jacked too. Dude is in impeccable shape. Cardio is up there, I'm telling you. Cameron Simon is in for a world of trouble. Where is Cameron? Cameron looks good. He did look like he put on some muscle. You can't really see it here, but in the video, his abs were pretty rock solid too. He looks pretty good. Looks to be in good fight shape. Let's go to ceremonials. If you guys watched it, my boy Malcolm, he was hype, man, and I'm happy for him too. Here he is. He was living in the moment. Looks good on the scales too. Rehydrated pretty well. And where is Cameron? Here he is. You kind of see his abs. They look a lot. He looks more muscular than before. Still looks like a little boy though. He is, what is it, 24? Here's the face off. Malcolm, man, he's looking into him. He's about to kill that boy. He's about to kill that boy. Malcolm Wellmaker TKO. Second round. I'll go second round. Um, yeah, he's locked in. I'm telling you. Next up, we got the Monster Blackshear taking on ALATANGHEILI. Still rocking with Damon. Feel like he's gonna find a submission. Minus 500, disgusting odds, but I feel like he's gonna find a submission. Maybe like late second round. ALATANGHEILI, he's that pressure wrestling style. Doesn't really have the striking to make you, concerned about the wrestling. He's just gonna come forward, relentlessly, but it's not like a Marab type of pace. It's more, trying to figure someone to compare it to, but it's not Marab. Don't worry, it's not Marab. Let's get a look at them on the scales. Uh, I'll say ALATANGHEILI didn't really look too impressive. There's Damon. He's always been ripped. Uh, he's a shredded 135, where you can see him. You can see the muscles here. And then where is ALATANGHEILI? He looked a little sucked up. Look like them cheeks is thinning out, my boy. You see the eyes. The eyes is rolling in too. Uh, yeah, Damon's gonna find a finish. I'm pretty positive it's gonna be a submission too. Let's get to ceremonials. Where they at? Where they at? Where they at? Here they are. Damon's ripped, man. Look at him. He's a muscular dude. And another thing, he just look like Uncle Grandpa right there. How old is he? Let me move this out the way real quick. 33. He look a little older than that. He look like he was like 37. Here's a face off. You see Damon's got the big, height advantage, the reach advantage. He's gonna find that neck and submit him. Maybe even another twister, who knows? Will he become the first UFC fighter with two twisters in the UFC? Who knows? But Damon Blackshear by submission. Look at this. Look at this. 72 inches to 66 and a half. 5'10 to 5'5. Come on, man. That's too much for him to overcome. Long, linky limbs. Even if he does get him down, Damon Blackshear could find a submission off of his back. So I'm not concerned with his wrestling. Next up, we got Chris Gutierrez taking on John Castaneda, Mr. Sexy Mexi. Oh, the battle of the Mexicans, huh? I'm still rocking with John Castaneda. Now, I will say on the scales, he just looks like uh You could pick him out of a crowd, but his style, his fight style, is what ultimately led to me picking him in this fight. He's gonna come forward, he's going to pressure, he's gonna wrestle, he's got slick boxing, he's got a sneaky little high kick on him too. Chris Gutierrez, he only has one way to win, and it's point fighting. I'm not a big fan of point fighters. There's a few that can be, high level. You look at Volk, but Volk doesn't even only point fight. He used some wrestling. You saw it in the Diego Lopez fight. You saw it with the Yair Rodriguez fight. So Chris Gutierrez never really evolved his game past that, in my opinion. I believe he has some submission victories. Are they in the UFC? Let's see. He's got one. So let's see. Was it in the UFC? Uh, decision, decision. TKO, KO, TKO. Nope. Oh, yeah, no. LFA, and then he got subbed by Hani Barcelos on his UFC debut. Does he get subbed up again? Probably not. I'm leaning Castaneda by decision. If you guys tune into Makai's Money Making Plays, so yeah, I believe John Castaneda is equipped to beat him, and I know he's taller, but look at the reach. It's on the smaller guy. So let's get a look at him on the scales. Here is I wanted to start with John, but here's Chris Gutierrez. He was a little shaky on the scale, taking some big deep breaths, but he made weight, no issues. Not saying like he was gassed or anything like that. He was about to pass out. Nah, just a little wobbly. And here's Castaneda. Um, you can't really see it, but he's not like ripped or anything like that. Like look at Damon Blackshear and then look at John Castaneda. You can tell the difference. But he's in good shape. Trust me. And then let's go to the ceremonials. Oof, oof. Where they at? Where they at? Where they at? Where they at? Here is Sexy Mexi himself. Looks to be, rehydrated pretty well. And here's Chris Gutierrez. Looks like a 55er right there. Thank you, Lord. Here's the face off. He's a little taller, but Castaneda's going to be able to find him with his jab. He's going to be able to close the distance, get him down, control him for probably, I'd say he'll probably bag like a round and a half of just control time. Chris Gutierrez is not, good at getting back to his feet. So I like John Castaneda in this one, and I believe he's going to do it on scorecards. Next up, we got Evan Elder taking on Chris Gutierrez. Excuse me, Gage Young in his UFC debut. Still picking Evan Elder. Now he is dropping from welterweight, so I did want to see what he looked like on the scale. He looked good though. Evan Elder, he's got some slick striking. He could trade a little bit, but I don't see that being an issue in this fight. I feel like I don't think like his chin is gonna be like a point of concern or anything. I feel like he's definitely stronger, and he is going to be the more experienced fighter. Obviously, I know the records are the same, but he's been in the UFC. He's got 4 fights in the UFC, I believe. Right, 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah. And like I said, Gage Young hasn't beaten anybody that is UFC level, and the guy that he did fight, he lost to. So similar, physicals, 71 and 70, 5'10", 5'9". Not really a big discrepancy in this fight. So let's get a look at them on the scales. If I can pick it up right. Jeez. Here is Gage Young. I'll say he was struggling a little bit too. He took some big deep breaths trying to suck it in, and he made the weight, but he was kudos to him though, he made it. And where is my boy Evan Elder? Evan Elder looked ripped. Here he is. Yeah, let me zoom in. I can zoom in a little bit for you guys. He was ripped. Um, for some reason, he looked completely different to me. His neck, You can see, I feel like in his last fight, you weren't able to see his neck as much, but who knows? It could, maybe his neck being able to, or maybe being able to see his neck now could be a little loose and Gage Young knocks him out. I don't think so, but definitely looks really good on the scale. Here is the ceremonial. Here's Evan Elder, jacked. I wonder what he rehydrated to. If he was cutting from, he's probably cutting from like 80 to make 70. So he's probably 75 here. Yeah, he's probably like 75 here. And here's Gage Young. Looks like a surfer dude, skateboarder. Here's a face off. Like I said, no real discrepancy in the physicals. I feel like Evan Elder is a bit more powerful though. Just needs to look out for the the kicking attack of Gage Young, but I feel like he'll be able to use those kicks against him and take him down, possibly find a finish. Late finish possibly. Or it might be early, you never know. Like I said, Gage Young, he was sucking up on that scale, so could be a blown gasket early in the first round and then Evan, finds a finish early second round. So we'll see though. Evan Elder's still the pick. Matt Schnell taking on Jimmy Flick. Like I said, this is a 50-50 type of fight to me, but I'm gonna stick with Jimmy Flick. I feel like Matt Schnell is just always live to make a mistake, and I have to take that into consideration when I'm making my picks. I do like his striking. Though, I have to say he's only got finished by the best of the best, except for Nicolau, Steve Ursay, Brandon Royval, and then Cody Durden. He's not the best of the best, but he's pretty solid. Um, his striking is solid, but I'm telling you, man, when he gets in that pocket, it's just something shuts off, and he decides to, make the fight harder than what it needs to be. And Jimmy Flick, he's no stranger to jumping gillies. Did it like 6, 7 times against this fight, or in this fight against Nate Maness. I could see him jumping on Matt Schnell's neck, or Matt Schnell following him down to the ground, making a mistake, and Jimmy Flick finding a submission. So, I mean, it's like a weird call. I feel like the odds definitely moved. I swore Jimmy Flick was like a plus 220. I might have to check that out. Yeah, let me pull that up real quick. I think the odds moved a lot. Uh, there we go. Jimmy Flick, Matt Snell. Yeah, the other day it was what plus 200, plus 215. Everybody's been betting Jimmy Flick. Hey, just know where you got it from first, all right? Um, but yeah, let's take a look at them on the scales. Let's go back down. Where my boy Jimmy at? Where's Snell? Snell looks like a werewolf. The dude is hairy as hell. Here's Jimmy looking like your cousin who likes to drink beer at the trailer house. Where is Snell? Snell looks like a werewolf. Look at this guy. Hairy as can be. I think he got like a different haircut, right? But looks good on the scales. Let's check out the ceremonials. Jimmy Flick, here he is. Looks pretty good. Rehydrated pretty well. Got some pretty good what are these, your oblique muscles? But look at Matt Snell. Matt Snell's ripped. Matt Snell's always in good shape. He looks pretty good. And then here's the face off. Snell, a bit taller. I believe he has the reach advantage too. But sticking with Jimmy Flick. Everybody's been betting on him too. Maybe I, put that out there and everyone's taking my advice. But Matt Snell, he does make a lot of mistakes. I'm counting on him to make another one. So could be wrong, could be right. We'll just see. 50-50 fight, in my opinion. It's either going to be Matt Snell by knockout or Jimmy Flick by submission. Maybe even a weird decision either, or a decision too, but sticking with Jimmy Flick. Next up, we got Ikram Aliskerov taking on Andre Muniz. Ikram Aliskerov is going to run through Andre Muniz. This fight has been booked, what, 2, 3 times? Ikram's been wanting to rip his head off. He was, excited to show that he wanted to rip his head off at the weigh-ins too. Andre Muniz, jiu-jitsu guy, striking is terrible. He's been knocked out like 5 times. 5 of his losses are knockouts, and he got subbed by Brendan Allen. Brendan Allen's pretty good, but for you to be a world champion in jiu-jitsu and getting subbed by Brendan Allen is kind of iffy. Paul Craig knocked him out. Ikram Aliskerov, don't worry about this Robert Whitaker loss, this knockout. It was short notice. He flew across USA and then to Saudi Arabia on like 4 days' notice. So, and it's been how long? 10 months ago. He's recovered. Trust me. He's only been starched. Well, he's been Robert starched him, and then Hamzat starched him, but that was way earlier in his career. I want to say it was probably like 5 years ago. Wrong button. Let's see. Hamzat knocked him out when? Yeah, 2019, 6 years ago. So don't worry about it. His chin is good. He's gonna knock out Andre Muniz. If he doesn't knock him out, it'll be a submission, which would be pretty impressive. But he's going to win by finish. Trust me. Let's get a look at them on the scales. Where they at? Ikram. He's a little shaky. But he's a big dude for 185. Andre Muniz looks pretty good. His arms look a lot longer than what they is. He's like a weirdly built type of guy. He kind of reminds me of like a muscular, those worm things from Men in Black. He's like a muscular version of that. He's got like a wide back too. And then here is the ceremonials. Muniz ready to go. Excuse me. Ikram ready to go. Definitely, rehydrated well. Oh man, excuse me, got the hiccups or something. Here's the face off. Ikram is ready to rip his head off. I know he would. I'm picking Ikram by finish. I'm betting on it. Makai's money making plays, so I'm more than 100% sure that he's going to do it too. So next up, Randy Rude Boy, Badaman. You don't know, eh? Randy Brown taking on Nicholas Dalby. I'm sticking with Nicholas Dalby. I feel like he's got more ways to win, whereas Randy is going to have to find the perfect shot. And Nicholas Dalby not being knocked out, I don't think he'll be able to. Will he be able to point fight and stay on the outside for 3 entire rounds? Who's been able to do that against Nicholas Dalby in the UFC? Tim Means is not really a point fighter. Tim Means gets a little gritty. Um, no contest, no contest. Every other fight he's won is what 7-4-1 in the UFC. Am I tripping? No contest. Loss. Win. I don't know. I don't see. Oh, okay. He went. He came back. Uh, these are older fights. Not really familiar with them. But like I said, who's been able to outpoint him in the UFC? I don't think anyone has. Randy Brown, he does have some power. He is long, he is lanky, he's got a big reach advantage in his fight, but he does not do well with guys that pressure him. Nicholas Dalby is definitely going to pressure him in this fight. He's going to close the distance. He's going to land. He's probably going to attack the body first. That would be my suggestion, and I believe he will. Probably chop the legs too, limit some of that movement. But I think Nicholas Dalby could do it. Just going to look at them on the scales. Rock on, Mr. Dalby. Made weight, no issues. Looks pretty jacked too. He looks like he's slimming out. Definitely compared to like his last few fights, looks to have lost some. I don't know, maybe some fat or something. Randy Brown, he has no issues making 170. I think I follow him on Instagram, and I actually like this guy, and he trains with a dude that I kind of went to school with, but I think he cuts from like 188 or something like that, so it's not a hard weight cut for him at all. Came in 171, no issues, looking pretty good on the scale. Here is here here is the ceremonials. Dalby with the flag is that Poland? I don't know. Denmark, huh? It was close. Not really. The Denmark flag representing definitely looks pretty cut up, rehydrated super well. Randy, a rude boy, bottom thing you don't know, eh? Look at the height advantage, man. I'm telling you, Dalby's gonna. It's not the height advantage isn't as crazy as people have been making it seem. If you look, it's only a couple inches really. On paper, it might say, this dude's 6'4" and this guy's 5'10", but look at the picture. It's not that significant. Dalby's gonna be able to find him. I feel like he's gonna be able to close the distance pretty easily too. Um, but I'm not I'm not I don't have an issue being wrong either. I've been wrong in the past. You guys know this if you've been keeping up, but I feel like niggas is always gonna be able to do it. Next up, Michel Piera taking on Abus the Lock of the Week Magomedov. You guys already know my breakdown of this fight. I feel like Abus is going to be able to put a storm on Michel. He's going to be able to weather Michel's first round storm, and he's going to be able to grab him up, tie him up, land some good shots on the ground and pound, possibly find a submission. But either way, Abus Magomedov is winning this fight. I'm super confident in it as well. Let's get a look at them on the scales. Here is Michel. He's also been talking about some other. I don't know if you listen to his press conference, his pre-fight press conference, whatever you want to call it. He's talking about catching an ox and playing a game. I don't know what the hell this dude talking about. Maybe it's something that they do over in Brazil that signifies, means something different. But I don't know what this guy was talking about. Was not focused on fighting either, in my opinion. But what do I know, right? Here's a boost came in with a little black eye, but that just means he's working hard in sparring, bro. That's all. Not worried about him. Looks to be in great shape. Then, wasn't huffing and puffing on the scales either. So I'm confident Abus Magomedov is gonna do it. Here he is. He's jacked. He's a big dude. Abus is jacked. Let's get to Michel. Here he is. It's pretty jacked too. He hydrated super well. And here's the face off. I believe Abus is taller, right? And he's got the reach advantage. I'm rocking with a boost, man. Lock of the week. I can't flip now. What is he? Yeah, 6'2", 78 to 73. I'm telling you, he's gonna get that jab, he's gonna get that teep on him, he's gonna zap that body, and Michel Pieta is gonna be in trouble. Next up, we got Giga Chikadze taking on David Onama. Giga Chikadze missed weight, 147. Came in over the featherweight limit. He did try to, weigh in again. They took off his underwear and they did the box, but it was a pound, brother. You're not gonna make a pound taking off your underwear. So he did get fined 20% of his purse, but David Onama made weight issues. I feel like the pressure of David Onama is gonna be way too much for Giga. He's gonna be able to replicate some of the success that Arnold Allen had, throwing some wrestling and possibly win it. Or I think he's gonna win it on the scorecards. Giga missing weight. He didn't look to be, as concerned about it or like, trying to. I don't think they was gonna give him another hour, which was kind of weird because you try to weigh in immediately. They didn't, hey, you got an hour to try to cut the pound or whatever. But I don't know. It might have zapped his confidence a little. I will say at the ceremonies it didn't look like it though. But here they are at the scales. Giga every bit of 147. You can see Giga's getting a little older too. Here's Onama, the hometown hero. If you don't know, he's from Kansas City. I feel like he's gonna put them hands on Giga. I'm telling you, Giga's not gonna respond well to his pressure either. He's gonna be on his back foot, trying to throw kicks left and right. It's not gonna work, brother. You're gonna get taken down. Let's get to ceremonials. Look at Onama, ripped. He's jacked. Where's There's Giga with the Georgian flag. He looks good. He looks good. I mean, he missed weight, but he still looks good. Definitely try to, you know, get in David's face a little bit. They have like an X where the fighters are supposed to stand, and David's telling them to stand here, stand here. And so Giga's gonna play that game with him. David's gonna land something big. I'm telling you, he's gonna rock him. I don't know if he finishes him. I think he'll. I respect Giga's recoverability, whatever you want to say. But yeah, I'm rocking with David Onama in this one. Next up, we got the co-main event: Anthony Lionheart Smith taking on Ming Yang Zhang. No breakdown or no additional breakdown needed for this one. Ming Yang Zhang by TKO. First or second round. Don't expect this fight to go long at all. Anthony Smith has not been. I'm convinced he's not been training seriously. I'm not even, giving him an analysis. Honestly, he's respect to him. It's his retirement fight. I respect the fact that he is a fighter, but if you listen to the things that he's been saying, it's just like, bro, you're just here to get a check at this point. So, me and Young Zane's gonna TKO him, trust me. Here they are on the scales. If I can find them, if we can find them, where they at? 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 Here's Anthony Skinny Fat Smith. He's never been, a physically impressive guy. Where is Ming Yang? Dude is huge. 206. Where you at? How to sell the ALATANGHEILI. Did they not get a picture of this guy? Chat, am I bugging? I'm bugging, chat? Oh, there he is. Yeah. 206. He's just ready to go. He's going to take Anthony Smith's head off. Trust me. Let's go to the ceremonial. Here he is in front of his people, again, he's not the guy anymore. He had a really good run making his way up to the title fight, but that time is no longer here. Here's Ming Yang on the scale. China, you have a superstar. Not yet, but after he knocks out Anthony Smith, he will be respected in the MMA community. If you guys don't know about him yet, he's got nothing but like first round finishes. And Anthony Smith has never been finished in the first round, but could more than possibly be, the time for it to happen. Something's got to get it right. I'm leaning on Anthony Smith getting knocked out in the first round. Here's the face off: Anthony Smith, Ming Yang Zhang, TKO, brother. And for the excuse me, I was about to say co-main, for the main event of the evening, Ian Machado Garry taking on Carlos Prates. I'm rocking with Carlos Prates. I think he's going to limit the movement that Ian Garry's going to try and have. He's not going to be able to wrestle him because his legs are going to be cooked. Carlos Prates, we know, has the power advantage. I favor his striking. I would say Ian Garry's probably more slick and quicker, but Prates, he's got the power in his hands, the knees, the kicks. He can finish this fight a lot of different ways on the feet. Ian Garry does have the path of victory to wrestle, but I don't see Carlos Prates has been taken down what? I don't think he's been taken down in the UFC. Maybe once, and it was like to his knees. It was never completely on his back. If I'm wrong, check me. But from what I've saw, I didn't see Carlos Prates getting taken down. Granted, he's never fought Ian Garry, but Ian Garry does make a lot of mistakes as well. MVP was on top of Ian Garry at the end of that third round in their fight. Almost won the fight, but he's not going to be able to stick and move that he thinks he's going to in this fight. I know he's been talking about he's going to finish Carlos Prates. Ian Garry's not going to finish him. Carlos Prates, knockout. Let's get a look at them on the scales. Prates made weight, 170, no issue. He was cutting weight last night. Said he cut like 29 pounds. There's been like speculation that he was walking around at 178. There's no way. Maybe that's like old. That's probably like an old number. Probably when he was, like just getting started, but definitely not today. He's not like the biggest guy ever, but he cut some weight. There's Ian Garry, 171, no issues. Looks to be in good shape. He was training hard. He's got some scars, some bruises. Let's get to ceremonial. There's Carlos. Dude is ripped. He's ready to go. I got my faith in the fighting nerds. Ian Garry looks ready to go too. I just don't think he's gonna be able to play that style with this guy, man. Let's think. Has Ian Garry fought someone as dangerous as Carlos Prates on the feet? He's fought Shavkat, but Shavkat likes to mix it up. Has he fought someone strictly more? Michael Venom Page, he's a point fighter. Does he have a little bit of power? Yeah, but I'm not concerned with MVP's power at this stage. Carlos Prates is not MVP. Carlos Prates is not gonna land one shot and get out. He's gonna let him go. He's not like a super power puncher. He's a calculated striker, and a lot of people just think, oh, he's got a bunch of knockouts. He's not a great striker. He just finds a knockout shot. Nah, bro. Watch Carlos Prates. He's gonna set you up, and he's gonna find the finish. And that's how he's done all of his fights. Here's the face off. Ian Garry said, "I'm ready to." What do you say? I'm ready to kill you, or something like that. Carlos Prates said, "But yeah, but are you ready to die?" Hey man, I like his attitude. This dude is gonna do it. I'm believing in him. He believes in himself, so why should I doubt him? Ian Garry does too, but I feel like Ian Garry is like a better Kobe Covington, honestly. Carlos Prates by knockout. That's the pick. Pull up Makai's money making plays. You know, I'm still rocking with ZHANG TKO under 1.5 and Ikram double chance TKO or sub plus 140. More than capable of coming through. Big confidence in that one. We got Damon Blackshare money line, John Castaneda money line, and the over in the Giga David Onama fight plus 313. Got a lot of confidence in that one too. Then we're going Evan Elder, Malcolm Wellmaker, David Onama money line plus 350. I feel like all three of them are gonna win. I know they're gonna win, especially Malcolm Wellmaker. Next, we're going Roberto Romero and then Nicholas Dalby by decision because I feel like finishing Randy Brown, he could, but I'm leaning on Dalby getting it done by like points if I had to pick a method. Plus 600, rocking with that. Then we got Elder inside the distance and John Castaneda money line. I feel like the Castaneda Chris Gutierrez fight is definitely gonna go to decision, and then I feel like Evan Elder with his UFC experience and his finishing capabilities, I feel like he'll be live to finish Gage Young. Welcome him to the UFC officially. Then we're going Malcolm Wellmaker by KO, Carlos Prates by KO, plus 860. I believe the odds swole on that one too. So you can catch it at that, or you can bet it again at the new number, whatever it is. Malcolm's got power. Carlos got power. I'm taking the heavy-handed guys to find a finish. And then to round it all off, we got Jimmy Flick, Damon Blackshear, and Jacqueline Amorim by sub. Call that the little sub lay. Plus 1,200. I feel like, all of these guys or fighters can definitely find their victory via submission. I feel like that's like the most probable, victory or path to victory for them. So that's what I'm going with to, recap Kai's money making plays. Let me know what you guys think. Who you got winning in the main event, the co-main event? What's your favorite fight on the card? Let me know in the comments. Thank you guys for tuning in to another weigh-in recap. Let's get these fights underway. I'll see you guys for the full card recap after the fights are concluded. Tomorrow, we're actually doing a watch party for Malcolm's fight. I'm here local in Augusta, actually, so I'll make a little clip of that to throw into the YouTube video to show some support for our guy as well. So thank you guys for tuning in, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.